After 2 decades of terror, the tide is turning for one of humanity's most brutal ever regimes. One place you can see the change is here, on the road to the coastal town of Khmer. Just a few months ago, regular raids by Khmer Rouge guerrillas made it dangerous for Cambodians, impossible for foreigners. Last time I was here, 3 foreigners, after having been kidnapped from this train, had just been murdered by the Khmer Rouge. But the government had also cut a secret deal to end the guerrilla threat by getting a senior guerrilla commander to defect with several hundred fighters and their families. Now, just outside the town of Khmer, no longer living in the jungle as rebels, we find the family of the key defector, Colonel Chuk Rin. Chuk Rin's wife looked after the hostages on their first day in Khmer Rouge hands. She later played a key role in the defection. The government took her to a hairdresser in Phnom Penh. She went back to the jungle and told her husband to change sides. Finally, we find the man at the centre of the defections, Colonel Chuk Rin, the former Khmer Rouge commander who took the hostages from the train. He says he knew nothing of the hostages' fate when he joined the government ranks, promising to help save the foreigners. Anywhere else he'd be charged with kidnap and complicity to murder. Instead, he's been made a government officer for clearing this area of guerrilla war. Down the same road he used to plunder, Chuk Rin takes us to the field that's meant to be the defectors' new home. A dirt track is being pushed into their former jungle stronghold. With this patch of dry scrub the foundation of their new life, it's easy to see how some may be tempted by the freewheeling days of banditry and the gun. But the former guerrillas say they will not go back to the Khmer Rouge.
The leadership is old. The main leaders, Pol Pot, Nuon Chea, Tam Mok, are all in their late 60s, early 70s. They cannot continue for too much longer. And when those people die off, specifically Pol Pot, brother number 1, Uncle Number 1, Uncle 87, or whatever you want to call him, then they won't have any coherence left.
Only recently isolated and under Khmer Rouge control, villagers here are now receiving aid. It may look like something from Pol Pot's killing fields, but this time the people are smiling. They're getting paid in rice to rebuild this vital irrigation system, foreign aid that until very recently could not reach here. We head further north. Only months ago, it was totally off-limits guerrilla country. These rough and ready guerrillas used to be one of this region's most ruthless Khmer Rouge units. Their commander's decision to defect makes them the latest prize in a program that's brought to the government some 4,000 Khmer Rouge fighters. The Khmer Rouge fighting force is thought to number just 6,000 or 7,000, well down from the 10,000 or 15,000 estimated during the elections. This Khmer Rouge commander defected with his men when his leaders ordered them to burn villages in which they had relatives. The For many, the choice between the Khmer Rouge and the government is not a matter of ideology. It's economic, and at the moment, life with the government, as basic as it may be, is better. Cambodia is making the first steps towards recovery, but some warn without proper controls on government corruption, the new investment could be a double-edged sword, playing into the Khmer Rouge hands. Critics say more than half of Cambodia's foreign investment is in casino and tourist resorts, not the industry or infrastructure needed to give Cambodians jobs and a future. Pol Pot's central organisation is yet to fall, and while the defections reveal a fundamental crack in the Khmer Rouge armour, the government must curb its own abuses while providing a better life for Cambodians.